If steal thing, non-consensual removal of a condom, is rape, so should lying about being on birth control. Steal thing was rather prominent in the news not too long ago, over here in the UK. Our laws cause this to be classified as rape. If someone female lies about using birth control, they should face prosecution. Furthermore, any child should not be the financial responsibility of the father. This is a heavy opinion that I actually feel I agree with. That is steal thing, female version. I completely agree. The only problem is proving it. I'm pretty sure all this is rape by deception. At least where I live. Bruh, I don't risk anything. I always wear a condom no matter what. Although I agree lying about being on birth control should be rape, it's tough to prove someone isn't, considering there's still a possibility to get pregnant regardless if you take it regularly. I didn't know this was a thing, and now I do, and definitely have to agree with you. A condom protects from a lot more than just pregnancy. Pregnancy isn't the only risk/concern when it comes to steal thing. Are y'all just crazy, or did you forget that condoms help prevent the spread of STDs, and that's why it's a larger issue to in the moment say you're putting condom on, or to put one on and then secretly remove it? I know a girl that did this to keep her boyfriend, who has money and a condominium in Manhattan, whereas she works minimum wage. Their relationship was failing and then she got pregnant even though she was supposed to be on birth control. If a man lies about having a vasectomy and has sex with you, does that also count? If it does, then sure, I do agree. However, if men want to be serious about unwanted pregnancies, bring condoms of your own. Don't gamble it on her taking her pill every day on time. Pregnancies still happen on the pill. Bring your own condoms and wear them. The equivalence you're trying to draw assumes that both cases are only about not protecting the other party from an unwanted pregnancy. Steal thing is much worse, because in addition to potentially causing an unwanted pregnancy, you also put the other person at risk for getting an STD. And with regards to lying about birth control, if you don't want a baby, wear a condom. It's not that hard. How is this unpopular? Wow, people actually do this? That's insane. I don't trust anyone enough to stealth them. That's how you get herpes or a nice wart on the tip. Also, I agree. I mean, I agree, but why is every post on here about insidious women? Like, not to call you out specifically, but, damn. Who hurt y'all? Yeah, I agree, but how in the world would that possibly hold up in court? She said she was on birth control. No, I didn't. Unless she's on the record saying she's on birth control, you can't prove it, and women can and do still get pregnant on the pill, so that doesn't prove anything. Condoms also protect from STDs, so I think this is a little bit different than lying about birth control. There is a pretty huge difference here. If you stick your dick in a girl and dump a load, you know the risks regardless of the woman's fertility. If a guy takes off a condom in the middle of sex, it introduced a ton of risks the girl was not aware of and didn't accept. Obviously pregnancy, but also STDs. Both are shitty, but they aren't the same. I'm generally against the ever-expanding definition of rape. Neither should be considered rape, but their own crimes. I don't know if I'd consider it rape per se, but definitely should be prosecuted if proven. But I do think removing a condom is still a little worse, since condoms also protect against STDs. So these are two very different acts. Steal thing involves non-consensual fluid transfer that can result in a much greater risk of STDs and pregnancy. Not being on oral contraceptive birth control exposes a greater risk of pregnancy, but involves an underlying sexual contact that involved consensual fluid transfer and, therefore, unprotected STD risk. Lying about being on an oral contraceptive is fraudulent inducement, not rape. The fluid contact was consensual. Steal thing/condom removal involves non-consensual fluid transfer, rape. Not saying the fraudulent inducement is okay at all, it's just different. Both acts are immoral, but only one exposes your partner to disease without their knowledge or consent. They are not equivalent. Except birth control is not 100% effective. That's not a yes/no gate, agreed. It's the fact that pretty much nowhere seems to recognize male sexual assault victims. I agree that both are deceptive sex. If sex is had under agreed upon terms, such as wearing a condom or having birth control, then breaking those terms should be criminal. However, I do think we should acknowledge that the two are not entirely equivalent. For a man, if a woman tells him she is on birth control but is lying, the man still has the option to wear a condom to ensure his safety if he chooses. For a woman, if the man tells her he is wearing a condom, the woman can't just take birth control right then and there to ensure her safety. Her situation depends entirely on the man keeping his word to wear a condom, assuming she isn't already on BC. Still, I agree that both are deceptive and should be considered criminal. As long as people realize that birth control isn't 100% effective, people can be on birth control and get pregnant. You would have to prove it, that's the problem. And about the money, they will always consider the child's needs over yours. They aren't gonna make kids suffer cause you took a risk. You choose not to wear a condom, birth control isn't 100% effective. Children are a byproduct of sex. You have sex, you must acknowledge that pregnancy is a possibility and it's still both people's fault. Can someone please rename this sub into red pill or incels? Would be way more accurate. Hey, look, another popular opinion. It seems that we're really broadening the definition of rape. Rape is and should stay an extremely serious crime. Neither should qualify as rape. How about we stop diluting the definition of rape? Rape is forced sex. End of story. Lying about something related to sex is not rape. Just stop. While I agree that lying about being on birth control and steal thing are both shitty behavior, it's, by definition, not rape. In the Istanbul Convention, https://en. Wikipedia, org/wiki/convention_on_preventing_violence_against_women_and_domestic_violence. Rape is defined as the either oral, vaginal, or anal penetration without consent. If you lie about having a condom/being on birth control, the penetration itself still happens with consent. It's all good up until one has to prove the woman was lying. You and only you are responsible for your means of contraception. You. Not anybody else. If your plans to not have kids and the means to prevent it is trusting a person you shouldn't trust, that's not a good plan. By relying on women for contraception, you are losing agency over your reproductive rights. Also, being in the pill or having a UTI isn't 100% efficient. So she may be telling the truth, still get pregnant, and you'll be in the hook for the coming baby if she chooses, because you did not take the necessary steps to protect yourself against this. It's like driving like an idiot and expect the other drivers to keep you safe. So don't trust anyone on this topic unless you are 100% sure you can trust that person. If not, do not go in raw. That is on you. And if you are dumb enough to raw fuck some Tinder because she told you she's in the pill, that one is on you, not on the kid. If you're that concerned about a woman lying about being on birth control, what's stopping you from wearing a condom? Also, the pill does absolutely nothing to prevent STDs, but condoms do. I get the sentiment, but it's not really the same. Women bad, men good. I'm pretty sure here in the UK a woman raping a man isn't rape, so can't see this ever getting changed. Seems very hard to enforce. What's to stop a man from claiming this simply to be let out of paying child support? He said, she said. Sex has consequences, as much as we all like it. Everyone really needs to focus on demanding more male birth control options. That would fix the very commonly posted opinion about this, unwanted children, and fake child support claims. Take that energy and use it to push for equal preventive options. It would give men the freedom they want, more security over their own reproductive capabilities, and make sure the only one they have to trust is themselves. I know you guys might be scared of taking daily pills, paying for an implant, or possible side effects, but if all the people who's been upvoting the last dozen of child support and men's unfair end of sex posts would take those voices to demand birth control, you guys would probably have the safest, most effective option on the market by now. Just treat all vaginas like guns, assume they are always loaded. I don't get the mentality of raw dogging someone and being surprised they get pregnant. Like, do you not know how babies are made? Completely agree. Or it's the same or none. I agree with this completely, but more under the general banner of women should be held to the same standards as men in any case. Nope. Why they're not the same? Condoms do much more than prevent pregnancy, they prevent disease that can kill you. When a partner, male or female, trusts the male partner to wear a condom, they are trusting them with their life. Obviously not all STIs are fatal, but at least one is, and more than one is for life. Stating this strictly in the form of forced paternity, purposefully ignores the very obvious other purpose for condoms. If you're man enough to get it up, you're man enough to put one on. Either rape, or the other party should be able to exempt themselves from any child support. Just use a condom. Completely big difference about someone making themselves pregnant without someone's knowledge and making someone else pregnant without their knowledge. Not taking birth control is not rape. Wait, lying about birth control is not a crime? I always assumed it was common sense. I think it has more to do with STIs. A condom can prevent those, birth control can't. In Australia it is basis for rape charges. For it to be fully consensual there must be no misunderstandings about the situation. I'm not sure if that is true in America too.